Hi there crafters, it's Louise with you today and welcome along to my share for Kitaholic Kits featuring the May 2023 kit. I do love this paper with the circles and the florals. It was just begging to be fussy cut, so I sat down and I cut out some of the circles, but it's at this point that I start to struggle a little bit. I've got the strip that I know I want to feature in the background and I thought about putting multiple circles around my photo, but there was just something about it that I couldn't get to work. Back to the drawing board, I'm going to cut out another element, which is this little heart, which I knew was going to feature on this layout as my title. It was just a matter of trying to manipulate these elements into fitting where I wanted them to. I also wanted to feature these little ribbon bows because I think they're super cute, and because there's quite a few of them in the pack, I wanted to give you a way that you could use a few of them on a layout to help stash, bust and get through your kit. So I'm going to pop this little strip of pattern paper on the right hand side of my layout and just curve up those edges a little bit. I'm then just going to dab some random dots down that strip and pop some of those bows over that little strip of paper. So nothing too technical about this, just a little bit of glue to hold them in place. I'm not putting them in any kind of color pattern. They're basically just sitting there and the glue will hold them in place. Now, because I had fussy cut the circles with the florals, I didn't really want to recreate the patterned paper that they came on, so I kind of had to come up with a different way to use them now that they're fussy cut, and this was quite a challenge for me. It took me quite a while to finish this layout, and eventually I decided to bring in some stamping, and I wanted to make my stamping a little bit more not messy, but not too neat or structured. It needed a little bit of circle work to bring that fussy cut floral circle in. And so what I'm doing is, instead of using the rainbow stamp as a rainbow, I'm just using both sides of it to create the two halves of the circle. And you'll see that I'm also spraying the Distress Oxide ink, because what that does is it helps to activate it, and that little bit of water will help to stop the Distress Oxide from sort of being too neat. I want it to appear almost like I drew some circles and then stamped over the top of them. And of course, I needed to tie all of these sort of purple elements together, so I'm going to just use the same again, the Distress Oxide ink and some splatters. I'm still not happy with this background. Again, I put it on my desk for a couple of days. It sat there for a little while. I thought about it a little bit more. I decided that those ribbon bows needed to come into those circles as well. So you can see I've added just a little bit of sparkle paste in random sections on the background, a few gold splatters to tie it all together. Finally, I've stuck everything down and decided that I'm happy with this page. I'm going to add a little bit of bling sparkle, but then I'm going to call this layout complete. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed that. Please, if you haven't already, check out Kitaholic Kits and of course hit that little subscribe button.